The greedy tortoise learns a lesson. Once upon a time, during a great famine, Tortoise found himself starving and desperate. Tortoise overhears colorful birds chatting about a grand feast in the sky. He perks up, intrigued.
A feast, you say? In the sky? How wonderful it would be to join you.
Tortoise speaks to the birds, his face hopeful but sly. The birds look at each other, hesitant.
My dear friends, I have no wings to join you. But if you each lend me a feather, I could make my way to the feast and bring laughter and wisdom to your table.
Can we trust him? He seems sincere.
The birds agree, and each one plucks a feather, handing it to Tortoise. The feathers form a set of colorful wings. The tortoise, now with a colorful set of wings, flaps up into the sky alongside the birds. They soar above clouds, with the sky glowing in warm colors. With wings made of borrowed feathers, Tortoise flew with the birds to the feast in the sky. When they reached the sky, heavenly table laden with food, fruits, grains, and all kinds of delicacies, rests on a cloud. The birds gather around the table eagerly, ready to eat.
Before we begin, let's take new names, shall we? I shall be called all of you, so we can all share equally.
The birds agreed, but little did they know, Tortoise had a trick up his sleeve. Tortoise, now seated at the head of the table, declares grandly,
This feast is prepared for all of you, and since that is my name, all the food shall be mine.
Tortoise eats alone. The birds stare in shock, then anger, as Tortoise eats every dish, leaving only scraps.
He's eating everything. This is outrageous.
The birds realized they had been tricked. Furious, they plotted to teach Tortoise a lesson. The birds decide to take their feathers back. In the sky, the tortoise looked nervous as each bird flies by, plucking back their feather from his wings. As his wings lose feathers, Tortoise flaps frantically, struggling to stay in the air.
Wait, please, I can explain.
You've had your fill, Tortoise. Find your own way down.
As the last feather is taken, Tortoise plummets toward the ground, flailing. Tortoise crashes into the stones, with a dramatic impact. Pieces of his shell scatter. From that day, Tortoise carried the cracks on his shell, a reminder of the time he let greed and trickery cost him dearly. Remember, friends, that those who deceive others often deceive themselves the most. Let honesty and humility guide your way.